beautiful. Keep your head up. It don't matter. Don't be discouraged. It don't matter. Let the world know that it don't matter. Be your own kind of beautiful. Beauty is so beautiful. Plus size is so wonderful. Being thick has benefits. I'm not your ordinary cheek. I've got a lot of love to share with little short and nappy hair. Taking time to let you know I'm my own kind of beautiful. Think get your sense together. Don't you be ashamed. Plus size is so wonderful. Being thick has benefits. I'm not your ordinary cheek. I've got a lot of love to share with little short and nappy hair. Taking time to let you know I'm my own kind of beautiful. Think get your sense together. Don't you be ashamed.
Hey everybody, welcome to, is that me, Chuck?
I'm not
You're an echo. Hey everybody, welcome to Jamila J Plus Size Revolution, Jamila J Girl Talk, here on Mind, Body, Soul, and Business. I am so excited, Chuck. This is going to be a fantastic show. We have some amazing guests. We have some guests in the back room waiting to come out, but it's all about music, 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 the different genres, the evolution of music, and we have some special guests that are more, they know a lot about music in the music business than I do, so I have a lot of questions for them, and I'm excited. What about you, Chuck?
Hey, I'm excited too. It's awesome. Every Sunday, I mean, you always got something playing really nice. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on, and I'm ready for the ride. 'Cause I know it's going to be a journey.
Thank you, thank you. So we have 4 guests. It's a panel discussion, and we're going to have a talent show coming up in the next couple of weeks. Every week we'll have a different focus on the type of music, rhythm and blues, soul, hip hop, rap, jazz, gospel, a spoken word, and maybe even have some comedians. So we want to entertain you throughout this holiday season. And we won't be the judge, but the audience will be the judge. So if you like it, we'll rock it. If you don't like it, we will drop it. So it's up to the audience. And we will have, of course, we like giving away money. It's the holidays. We'll have prizes and just something good every single week. And with that being said, I would like my guests to introduce themselves. I want to start with Callie Soul, my girl, Callie. Tell them a little bit about you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Callie Soul. I live here in Denver. I'm an Afrobeat, reggae, and world music artist here. My message is very political, love-driven, and yeah, that's it for now. How y'all doing? It's good to be here.
Thank you for coming. And I have to say, you do look amazing.
Thank you so much.
You were on a couple of weeks ago, Chuck. You was in Europe, or you was doing your tour,
Yeah.
and Callie came on, but she didn't sing for us. Callie, can you drop a little something, something real fast? Just
Oh, sure,
okay.
sure. Um, those simple wings you have are far more grand than
Wow.
you could ever imagine for yourself. You long for more things to store in your little treasure box. You pack and rat and pack, but they'll only weigh you down, you down, you down. It grieves my heart to see you such a man. Those simple wings you have, they are grand.
Wow. That was awesome.
No, that's fire. And
Yeah.
see,
Very
that's what I'm
nice.
saying.
Very
Sometimes,
nice.
sometimes it's good to go a cappella because somebody could really now, really could hear the high and the low.
Mm.
You
So
sound like
beautiful.
Billie Holiday.
Yeah.
Mm,
Hmm.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Now, if
Thank
it,
you
if
so
you
much,
if you would
Callie.
have had all of that music behind you, I probably wouldn't have caught all of that.
Right.
Hmm.
Um,
And then, Chuck and we gonna background for you. So just let us know when we're going on tour with you.
You don't want me
Hey,
background
come on,
anyway.
come on.
That was so beautiful.
Yeah, it was
Thank
really
that was
beautiful.
super
you.
dope.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We have
Right on
Sky.
now.
She's from Sky Entertainment. Sky's the limit. Sky, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Yeah, Sky Darling, I been in business off and on over 20 years. I actually, 25. I had to think about it this weekend since I've been under the weather. Had something to think about. And
Uh-huh.
I started off as a TD in the studio, but my love was always theater.
Mm.
I'm a theater buff. But when it comes to music and so forth, right now I do PR and management, and my PR service and management is different than the old school PR. People think when you do one thing, it's supposed to stay the same, the position. And
Hmm.
what I do, I work with companies and artists, especially artists who been in the business or are starting out that need to know the business part of it, where I step in and I help structure their business. If they take my advice, that's fine. If they don't, we're on contract. They know what it is. But I've been very fortunate. I also owned a magazine about 20 years ago, owned intellectual properties, did a lot of shows in the community of New England, been on tour. The biggest show, well, but biggest show in Boston I have done has been at least 5,000 people with C-listers and to give back to the community for the kids.
Hmm.
Kids are smart. When you charge 125, they come up with 10 of them. They'll pay like $2. They're very smart. But they get money, they get to meet the celebrities, and they get to learn the business. And I love working with actors. So I'm all over. That's why it's Sky's Limit Entertainment, And Jamila and I met, and I met Chuck, and I've been rocking ever since then.
Cool.
La
Yes.
la, what up? Don't think I don't see you.
Sky, what's the name of your magazine? You mentioned the
Oh, the
magazine. You didn't say
magazine,
the name.
True Magazine.
True.
True.
Yep.
Cool.
True.
True
Got you.
magazine.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
How long you been in
All
business?
right.
Hmm?
Hey, I just want to say sorry to everybody. I'm having technical difficulties over here. I'm
That's all
sorry.
Yeah.
right. I'm
I'm
cutting
good.
you in
I'm
and
good
out. Don't
now.
worry.
I'm good. I'm good now.
No, we working with you, man.
Yeah, my fault. My fault.
You had me a little dizzy, like,
Yeah,
woo.
I
Yeah.
didn't cut you off here and there, but we working with you, baby.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thanks,
Yeah.
brother. I
No
appreciate that. Thank
worries.
you. I'm
Let's
tuned in
worry.
now fully.
We on it.
Right,
All
y'all
right.
want me to introduce
Big.
myself now?
Yes, please
Yeah,
do.
go
Yes,
ahead.
please. Let's do it.
Right.
Let's do it.
My name is Lele. I'm the founder of 15 Dynasty Management. I manage artists, models, actors, designers, producers. I'm
Awesome.
also involved with the community. I'm a black activist. I'm a businessman. I help politicians get in office, and I help them get them out.
I know that's right.
Oh hell,
Under
you
the
become you become a checker.
Obama administration had black leaders from all around the United States, and I was one of them.
Thank
Awesome,
you.
man.
Also, I did 17 years in the federal prison.
Okay.
I came home in 2008, and I have not stopped yet.
Awesome.
Yes.
Keep going,
Yeah.
brother. Don't stop.
Yeah, I have not stopped yet.
Mhm.
You know, I think Jamila should start another program of people that's incarcerated. I have a brother, which is used to be the assemblyman.
Okay.
He getting ready to run for office again. He have did time, and we getting ready to start an organization, or we getting ready to start our own party. People that been convicted of a crime. Like you got the Democrats, you got the Republicans, then you're gonna have people that been convicted.
No, so many. It's so many. Thank you, Lay.
You got the Republicans and the Democrats. What the hell they doing for us?
That's
Yeah.
true. I'm 100%. I'm 100% for prison reform, and also I think
Yes.
we need to put in place programs for to stop people from like preventing them to even going to jail. You know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. I do a lot of that also. I
Yeah.
go to a lot of schools and stuff like that. All they, they call me up and I'm there. I don't care what I'm doing. I don't care if I have an event. When it comes down to young kids, I will stop that and that will be priority.
Awesome.
Thanks. Thanks, Lele. The tree of life.
No, the
It's the
10 of
10.
life.
The 10 of life. The 10 of life. I'm gonna let you slide
Ted,
on that one,
tree,
Jamila.
Ted. I was close.
You can
Ted,
slide.
I
I'm
don't
gonna let you get
know.
one slide. One more.
Tyrone.
Last
Go, Tyrone.
one.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah. I'm Tyrone Ricks. I'm the founder of the 10 of Life, and what the 10 of Life is, though, it's like a community-based program. It's strictly for the people of the community. We help out. We give out free food to the homeless. We always got clothes on deck every day, right in front of the Life Center, right there in 3001 West 10th Street. It's the 10 of Life is a people's profit. I know we got nonprofits here, but I put my own little twist on it. It's a people's profit where the people's truly profit.
Mhm.
Thank you.
What state you in? I'm in New York.
Actually, I'm in PA right now, but we try to take this thing like Wi-Fi. We try to go everywhere, baby. We going everywhere.
Yeah, another thing, what we getting ready to work on, trying to bring Hoover home, Larry Hoover.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, we got to connect like the Xbox, baby. Come on. Everybody come together. It's all about unity.
I like
This
it.
is an amazing panel. Chuck, I want you to start off a little bit about your background in music. I know you DJ and you love music. Talk about you. How did you grow to love music?
Well, since a little child, I was raised by, back then, you were raised by your family, everybody. It was a village raising you. So at the end of the day, you had your grandparents, your great grandparents, your parents. So as far as music was concerned, I listened to my great grandparents' music, the blues, you talking Motown, and then of course my grandparents' music, which was Motown. And then from there, when my parents were coming up, we had the WDAS, which was more so R&B, soul. So I went from that to maybe around the 80s when I was around 10, I say around 10, 11. We didn't have a black station per se. We didn't have like a 99. Like over here, we have 99. We have different stations now, but back then we only had pop stations. So when I was coming up, I would listen to 98.1, which was a rock station. So I learned to appreciate rock. Of course, my grandfather also listened to country. So I was just well-rounded with music. So I just love music in general. So then from that point, of course, the state of hip hop, when it originated, I was in that era where I was able to see that, come to fruition. Then from that point, 90s R&B and hip hop, which was the best R&B and hip hop there is, and then so on and so forth, after that point. But what got me into, I guess, being a DJ, I used to be a battle DJ at one time. My favorite DJs at one time back when I was coming up was Cash Money. Then from there, it went to, Jazzy Jeff. Because at first I thought I liked now Jazzy's my like idol. That's my man right there. But at the end of the day, that's how I went. I went through battling, and then from that point, I just started, doing parties and stuff like that. But my appreciation for music was always there. I was also in a band, so I played the tuba. So music was my life. So at the end of the day, I'm well rounded as far as when it comes to music. That's why I have a wide range of clientele, not
Right.
just one lane. You know what I mean? Where some people are stuck in the R&B, hip hop. I do pop, rock, R&B, country, reggaeton, reggae. It doesn't matter. You can put me in any arena. I'm going to rock out. We're gonna have a good time. So that's my love for music came from growing up and listening through my parents, grandparents, great grandparents, aunts, because they used to always dress me up and have me doing the robot and all this crazy stuff. So it all came, it all happened that way. So I love music. So that's how I got into music and doing what I do, and that's what I love. That's my passion. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's what's
What
up.
about you, Kelly?
I'm trying to unmute myself.
I was in the choir too. I
Unmute myself.
was in the choir as well. I didn't want to say nothing because I'm not singing, but I used to be in the choir. I was a big, I was a tenor. I was a bass.
Man, you gotta blow a couple of notes, man.
I was ready.
Yeah.
Let me hear some. Let me hear some talk.
Y'all ain't
Let
getting
me hear
me. I can't sing.
Let us hear something.
Nah, not the kid, not me, baby.
Kelly, how did you get into music and singing and the type of music you sing?
I started off in the black church, doing a lot of gospel music. When I was like 12, I joined the church choir. And my grandmother, she wasn't necessarily a church lady, but she always had Motown and stuff like that. And it was very apropos in our household to wake up one Saturday morning. It's time to clean the house. You're going to put some music on and break, and everybody get up. That's how you get it done. I also, in school, my mother let me play whatever instrument I wanted to play. So I started off playing the violin. I drugged the cello home one year. I played the keys and the drums. And I just took my time and experimented and seen what fit for me. Even though I was raised in the church, once I grew up, I was like, okay, let me cut out of this shell. And that's when I got into funk music, rap, reggae, R&B. My first band that I was a part of was a funk band. It was like a P-Funk tribute called Ham Hock. We would cover all Parliament Funkadelic and P-Funk, and that was so much fun. And then as I broke into the industry, different people that I'll be playing with would be like, "Hey, you want to come check out my band? Come over here and do some of this with us, or you want to come get all that energy out?" So it was always for me about just emoting and getting my feelings and whatever energy that I was experiencing a moment out. And much like Chuck said, like I've done a lot of different genres, and there's still so many more for me to explore, and I'm excited about that.
How did you get into reggae music and kind of it's kind of like the Billie Holiday, field of music. It's just totally, it's not R&B. It's just, it's just you, I guess, your own style.
So my style of music in its own has a lot of funk, jazz, and reggae, even some Afrobeat in it. But the genres that I play here around town are totally different from what is like in my actual print music and stuff like that. When I got into reggae, I was actually asked by someone who had came out and checked me out locally for a lot of the funk shows, for a lot of ham hock shows. And he was just like, "Hey, I got a Bob Marley tribute band. We're called Wake Up and Live." And he's like, "If you want to come and check us out, let me know if you want to join." And I did. Like, I love Bob Marley. I love his music. I love his message. I'm very attracted to artists and genres that have a message behind it, specifically a positive message. Because I don't, what we do with our energy, that's very important. And our energy is power. Whatever we putting out there as artists, a lot of people will say, "Oh, I don't want to be nobody's role model. I'm not. That's what I'm not what I'm here for." But as a conduit for music, like letting God use you, and that it don't matter what genre you in. Like you got a responsibility. You have a responsibility. So I'm gonna keep on moving and doing what I do. Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah. Sky's the limit. Talk about your love of music. Sky?
Hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, I said when I was born, boom, music. I don't know. It's always been in my life. Grew up with people. They'll say my grandmother, my great grandfather. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Symphony Hall in Boston. He was a conductor, played every instrument, keep it short. Being a brother, a black man, he taught all like Arthur Fiedler and all these people. Because he was a black man, they would not let him be a conductor. So he opened his own school. So every time I hear their music, I hear my great grandfather. That's classical. You know, he threw some jazz up in there probably because I was popping and rocking to when I hear it. But my grandmother, she played music all the time. My dad was an actor. My mother, the producing side is my mom's side. You know, she was a principal, and my cousins were the Travaras. She used to manage them. Music has always been in my life. I mean, that's all I knew, and I enjoy because that's the only thing I can deal with without having an argument with somebody. If I have a disagreement, well, I think that should go a little longer. I'm not going to hear no feedback. Music heals my soul. I have to hear music. And that's why I have a love it. And when I hear everyone who tries to sing, they are singing, I respect that. I'm not a singer. I'm more of a writer or an arranger. So that's what music and being, growing up, back in the 80s and the 70s, my uncle used to spin on 6 turntables. So I used to sneak in his closet and listen. And then one day he said, I know you're in there. And he started showing me how to spin, how to mix and stuff like that. And I used to go to the block parties. And, you see this little girl carrying stuff and her friends, because I always have my little friends with me. And we'll just sit there and watch and learn. And then when they would practice it in the basement, I'll be downstairs playing the congos. I wasn't really I liked the congos, but it was hard. But I ended up trying the violin, then trying the piano a little bit by ear, but I'm not a pianist, but the saxophone. I felt when I played the sax, my soul was within that sax when I pushed it out. So that's how I express myself. But I just love music. That's why I love theater, film. And I try to tell musicians, you never know. Maybe your song will be a part of the score, so forth. That's what I love about music. It keeps me balanced.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Thanks, Sky.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Lele, talk about music and what it does for you.
Listen, and honestly, every morning I get up, I play the music, and the song that I like to listen to, Rich Gang. Start my day off. That's what I listen to every morning. Rich Gang. That's under Birdman.
So is that jazz?
Well, you got to understand. People of color. Our soul and our essence is in tune with the atmosphere, is in tune with the spirit, it's in tune with God. So music moves us.
Yes.
We are the one that develop sound music. Any type of music, we the one that developed that. And people kindly, capitalize off of it. But music and tunes and beats and sound is in our soul.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. And Tyrone, talk about music and your love for music.
Hold on, y'all. That's me because I got him muted over here.
Okay.
It won't unmute for some reason. There it is. There you go, Ty. My bad.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, to
think
me,
you were-
music
yeah,
is a form of therapy. Music is a form of therapy. It's an outlet. And I think we need to start being open minded, even to like today, the music for today. You know what I mean? Like the kids today, I think that's their therapy. We have to respect their music too, just like we want them to respect ours. So to me, I think music is a form of therapy, it's an outlet, and it's needed. I love music. I rap too. Don't ask me to rap though. I ain't rapping, but I rap.
Oh, that was it's coming.
Right.
It's coming, right?
I spit a couple bars. I spit a couple bars in charge if you sing. You gotta sing first.
Nah, guys, man, I can't sing, man. So we'll work it out. I might. We'll see.
All right. Chuck, we have any comments from the audience? You want to
Yeah,
go there?
we got a lot of comments, so we can go there right now. Hold on, let me get them all right. Sky Darling says share this broadcast. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Appreciate that, Sky. Izzy Meditate says, hey, good talk, man. What's going on, Izzy? Thanks
What's
for
up,
tuning
Izzy? Izzy meditate.
in. She says beautiful. She's talking about Cali Soul when she dropped that lovely song that she dropped.
Oh,
Thank you, Cali.
yes.
Appreciate you. William Dixon, what's up, baby? He says Charles Jamila and guest, what's up? What's going on?
What up, big homie Will?
We got it, Izzy. She's also speaking to Will. What's going on? He also says, "What's up, Izzy?" She says, "Happy Sunday." William Dixon says, "Tyrone Ricks, my brother from another. What's going
You already
on?"
know. To the life.
He also says, "Chuck be jamming too. I could jam a little. I'd rather put a jam on a sandwich with peanut butter though." Go ahead, man. Yeah. He be rocking too. Don't let him get it twisted. Will rocks too. So and check out he got a few CDs and stuff that he put out. So definitely check him out. Scott Dolan says share this broadcast. She also says thank you. My man James, he says hello everyone. What's going on, James? Thanks for tuning in.
What's up,
Let's
James?
go. Jamila Watson says you never know. We were on a conversation. We were talking about one of our conversations there. Roy Blackston says, I love this show. Hey, thanks, Roy. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. And she said that's all we had. Then I think I was talking about the pop and rock stations because again, we didn't have too many R&B stations coming up when I was coming up, so we had to rely on the pop. And Izzy Meditate says, I love music of all types. Same here, Izzy. She also says we need bars. Tyrone Ricks, you and William Dickerson.
Yo, I'm with it. Let's go. Let's go.
Jay Avery says, hello, everyone. What's going on, Janae? Thanks for tuning in. And Izzy says, hello, thank you for tuning in as well. I think we got no, that's it for right now. So again, thanks for tuning in, y'all. We definitely appreciate the comments. So if you have anything else for us, let us know. Or any questions you want, maybe Jamila. I think she sings too. Don't you sing, Jamila?
Yeah, right. Yeah, let me get my guitar. Where's my guitar at?
Oh God.
My daddy was a blues musician.
Oh, she does have a guitar.
Yeah, this is my daddy's guitar. Come on, Callie. Do 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 do.
That's nice.
Anyway, I love music, and I would love to give people an opportunity to sing or express their talent. Self-expression is so important, and hopefully we can get them with the right people so they can get seen. Maybe I have some friends that do CDs and songs and things like that. So I just want everybody to be able to express their talent. But I did want to talk about a little something else before we move on. I think, Tyrone, you talked about how the younger generation, they express their music differently. And that brought up the situation at the Astrodome in Texas. And I looked, I heard the name Travis Scott because it was related to the Kardashians, but I never knew the type of music he had. I thought he was just a rap artist. But just that music was really different. It was more like a acid rock, punk, funk. I don't know. What do you guys think of today's music? I know that for me, the 80s and 90s was the best music. But what about artists like Travis Scott, Tyro? What do you think?
Yeah. But like today, the music today is definitely different, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good. I guess. You just gotta be open to change. With times changing. But to me, honestly, back in the day, the '90s was the best music.
It was,
Best music era. You get what I'm saying? Like, we have Dougie Fresh, all of them, Slick Rick, all of them. Like the real MCs. But like I said, I don't want to take nothing away from the young generation either. Like they have their lane. then it's like we got our lane. So we just gotta respect each other's boundaries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Me personally, I think music back in the day and you know, had more so of you had to have your own style, your own everything was different. You know, you couldn't come out sounding like someone else. And I'm talking about back to the early 80s when hip hop originated. You know what I mean? When everything, you know, that's the element of hip hop, you know, the rapping part. So when you came out, you had to say, hold on, we got a lot of facts. Hold on, I'm gonna have to mute everybody. Hold on for a second. When you came out to you know, if you were a rapper, you had to have your own style. You couldn't sound like nobody. I think nowadays you have the rappers, they all sound alike. There's no creativity. It's basically just hooks and beats. That's it. The content is horrible. There's nothing there as far as content is concerned. A lot of the women, they're selling themselves as whores and prostitutes and stuff of that nature. And to me, I'll play the song if I have to. Am I going to enjoy it? Nah, but at the end of the day, I still gotta, you know, do what the clients want me to do. You know,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I think back in the day we were more conscious. I think when we got into like the 90s, 80s, you had PE, you had um X Clan, you had you know people of that nature that was spitting like facts and bringing us as a people together. I think once they heard that and saw that the power that we had, you know, as far as a people, they actually stopped promoting that type of music and went into, let's just say, the NWA era when everything was killing people, shooting people, you know, 187s, all that crazy stuff. And then it just from that point, it just went bananas. So now it's like, you know, they talk about anything. Back in the day, women had respect for themselves. You know, they would,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, you know, like some of the raps, you know, were cool, but it wasn't like now. Like it's more so you actually see what you get before you even get it. You understand what I'm saying? It's like they come out with nothing on hardly. And you know, that's the norm now. You know, whereas we had more respect back in the day. And I think the music culture does have an effect on how we act and how we you know, portray ourselves too. Like if we're constantly portraying ourselves as pimps, whores, and whatever, that's you know, that's what it is, you know. And
Yeah.
like I said, I'm a fan of like the 80s, 90s, definitely. 90s was just that was it. They actually talked about love. Now is let me do this to you and blah 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 blah. It's not the same anymore. Like the music it's just toxic, you know, and it's like they don't want to hear that positive, uplifting type of music anymore. They want to hear that, you know, music to keep you in the jail, to keep you on the streets doing what you're not supposed to do, to keep you popping these pills, keep you just being somebody that you're not, you know, and we got to get out of that. You know what I mean? We got to start really thinking about what we put out there. And that's why I think when you put something out there as far as material, you have to be responsible. You can't let because I'm gonna get this money, you know, but you're doing a disservice to your people. You're doing a disservice to your community. So stop with the I'm gonna go bust this person. You know darn well you're not gonna pick up a gun and do it. And then you got these kids that sit around, they worship that, they think, oh, they're numb to it. So that sounds like the norm. Well, I'll go out and get my gun, I do whatever. You know, just like video games. You know, they came out with that. I remember what was that video game where you jump and rob somebody, hijack the car, jump in and take off. I forgot what it was called, but when
Grand
they
Theft
start,
Auto.
there you go. When you start bringing stuff out like that, you
Yeah.
know, and who is it going to affect more? It's going to affect us more, our community, because of course, you know, we get that. I mean, that's what they put into our communities, and it's not right, you know. But at the end of the day, like I said, music can make you or break you. Don't a lot of people say, "Oh, it's just music." No, music, like you said, it has something. It brings that energy out of you. Just like someone said, curse word. Like, okay, you have energies that okay, you have a song, you don't have the curse words in it, they're dancing to you dance to the music, but when you add these elements to it, the cursing, the you know, the disrespect, then it brings a whole element which actually triggers something inside you where it brings the worst out of you. So we
Yeah.
gotta be careful about what we listen to. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's sad, but that's just my opinion on it. But I know it's the truth, but I'm just saying it's my opinion. But at the end of the day, we got to do better as a culture, and we got to do better at uplifting our people. Like I said, when they saw Public Enemy, when they saw KRS-One, when they were talking that good stuff, they didn't have that. They brought NWA. Boom, let's get that out of there. They got to start killing each other. Boom, and then NWA came in, and then from that point, it just got toxic. From that point on. So shout out to them because of course without I mean they did it was a movement that they did as well, but I think it was like kind of a disservice too in a way because we started thinking that negative, kill each other back, and it's just ridiculous.
Right.
So at the end of the day, that's just my opinion. 90s music is the best music. R&B and
Yeah,
hip hop,
I agree with
hands
you.
down.
I
Yeah.
agree with you.
Lele, what you think about today's music?
Oh, you can't speak of any music unless you speak of history music. Everybody, grown, everybody was young.
Mm-hmm.
We live and we learn and we revolve.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back into the 30s, 40s, and 50s. They said that was some bad music at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But they have learned, they have revolved as they got older. Look at the time period. Look under the impression that they was under.
Mm-hmm.
Each generation have a different circumstances.
Right.
And a lot of artists, they have not came up with two adults in the family. A lot of them went through the drug thing with their family and so and so and so. So a lot of time, this is what they expression because they don't know nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
But as you get older and you be exposed to different things, you happen to learn and to adjust and evolve and change the way you rapping.
Right.
People could say what they want to say about this generation, last generation, but you got to understand this generation, last generation, the generation before that, it was the most powerful people in the world.
Right.
They have done things in society, not society, the world, that nobody else have not ever done. Malcolm X didn't do it. Martin Luther King didn't do it. They have changed societies all around the world. So you have to give them their prop. But what they're going to have to understand, the power that they have, once they get together collectively and understand the things that they could do, it's going to be a better society, especially for us.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Yeah, and I agree with you to a certain degree too. But at the time that you putting out that music, the damage that you've done to that generation in general.
So,
You
a
understand?
lot of people have done damage.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you don't have the proper guidance, it will do damage.
Mm-hmm.
But come back around and correct your damage.
Ladies, I want the ladies to get into this.
Oh,
You
Allie,
have
Sky.
brothers and you have sisters
Yeah.
signing up with labels with no guidance.
right.
Well, that's why so excuse me, I always ask the artists who's their role model or who do they like to listen to. And even if they say certain artists that might not be, I don't know if positive, negative, it kind of gives me an idea of what the direction they might want to go into or what they might want to. But you have to understand today, with today's generation of music, they are bringing back melodies from the past.
That's
If
right.
you
It's
listen to
starting
their
to
intro,
revolve.
yes, so therefore, I agree with Chuck and I agree with you both, but we have to understand too is that you have, like Chuck was saying, what they listen to, but we can't put blame on young people or people doing music because they might not know how that somebody out that group might go out and take somebody's life.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to look at also the family structure too, or the emotional balance. You can't say music will destroy the world. I'm not going to agree with that because I
Yeah,
believe a lot.
nobody said that, but
But it just
Kelly,
sounds
what do you think?
okay.
What,
I just
counsel?
I think that we exist in a time where commercialization has taken.
Oh man,
Oh, sorry.
she
Kelly?
must have went out. Yeah. Okay. She'll come back in. She just went out
Yeah.
first. Yeah, she just
But
went out. Would you say that was good?
I wanted to add something. I think watching my kids, they're 20, 21, and 22 now. But something they had that we didn't have was those earphones. what is going from them
Oh
earphones to
yeah.
their brains. Well, I can't even hear. I don't know what the hell they're listening to. You
Mm-hmm.
know, sometimes I don't even like turn it off. I don't want to hear it. But it's like something is penetrating straight into their brain, and that's what gets me, and sometimes like in the radio, you driving, you can't understand what the hell they're talking about, but guess what? They know what they're talking about because it's going straight to the earphones to the brain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Callie, go ahead, sweetie. Go.
There, Callie, we
I
got.
got bumped off. Thank you. Um, I think now before ever we are existing in a time of commercialization and programming. Like
Mm-hmm.
people that are in charge in the industry and have the money to put marketing dollars behind these artists are not willing to pour money into artists that are out there trying to put forth a positive message. You look at like the underground soul community. The underground soul community is thriving,
Yeah.
but no one would ever know that because that's not who's pumped in front of you. Who's put in front of you is who is going to teach you how to disrespect yourself,
Yep.
degrade
Yep.
yourself,
Yep.
separate you from your brother and your sister,
Yep.
kill your nation, kill your tribe. So it's very intentional, and a lot of these artists are unaware of it. They just worried about the bag, but it's been instilled in them since childhood. If you look at like maybe the top 5 things that the children in our community think that they can grow up to be, one of the first things is a rapper or an entertainer, a ball player,
Mhm.
and then you start getting into other professions, and they're emulating what they see. And everything that's being put in front of us with reality TV is
Yes.
is fake. It's all smoke and mirrors,
It
and they're
Yep.
being programmed.
Yep.
Even with like them having their devices in their hands all the
Mhm.
time and earphones
Yep.
in their ears, teaching them to lay down their natural human skills. They don't even know how to communicate with one another anymore.
Mm.
They'll sit in the same room and text. They'll
Yep.
go to sleep with earbuds in their ears, and like a lot of people don't even know the effects of these devices that we have so
Yeah.
closely to our bodies, and
Yeah.
the electromagnetic frequencies that they're emitting into the human and retraining the brain,
Mhm.
confusing the neurons in the brain, making you think that you're getting dopamine from a false sense of love, false sense
Mhm.
of acceptance. They're putting all their trust outside of themselves. Zoe Williams, shout out to Zoe Williams. He says that society and the interactions between humans has become passive aggressive prostitution. And
Wow.
that's the truth. Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody's like, what you gonna give me? It's not about just putting out,
Yeah.
expressing and loving and not worrying about what you're gonna receive. Everybody wants the bag.
Yeah.
And if
Mm-hmm.
they gotta put a beat to it and some crazy words, and then all of that chanting that you hear where they're like, that's chanting. Chanting is powerful. When you wake up in the morning
Mm-hmm.
and you chant Om, 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 Am, Bam, Lam, Ram. As a yogi, I wake up in the morning and I chant, and I'm resetting my chakras.
Mhm.
So them sitting up in that music and chanting like that, they're confusing their nervous system and resetting their chakras to confusion. And it's
Mhm.
going to continue that way because like I said, the people that have the marketing dollars, they want you to look at your brother and your sister like they ain't nothing. They want you to look at them like, what you want to give me? If you can't give me anything monetary that I can put in my pocket, then I don't want
Right.
it. And because of that, artists are willing to attach themselves to messages that they don't even understand the ramifications of. The artists back in the day, 90s and before, Bob Marley, James Brown, I think it was Richard Nixon that was trying to align himself with Bob Marley. It was one of the presidents that was trying to align himself politically with Bob Marley, and he tried to commandeer a few of his concerts, and Bob was like, "Oh no,
Mhm.
that's not what we're here for." And I don't
Yeah.
know what that message that you trying to put out. You trying to join yourself to me and put me as the face of your campaign? No. You seen Rihanna do it with
Mhm.
President Trump. It was like, no, you can't attach my song to your campaign.
Mhm.
You had Hillary Clinton running around talking about she's carrying hot sauce in her bag. Joe Biden talking about if you ain't voting for me, you ain't black. Like they have put
Yeah.
these messages out there of confusion, and people are believing them. And it is a mess, but it doesn't have to be, because people can choose differently in any moment to be like, you know what, that is a nice bag that you're trying to give me. I know that it sounds good, but I don't agree with your message. I don't agree
Right.
with what you stand for. You ain't got nothing to do with my community. You're not trying to help my tribe. No, thank you.
Yeah.
And they
Right.
got to be willing to stand up and be courageous and say no to what they don't, what is not in alignment with their spirit, and God will send your blessings from another place.
Yeah.
But a lot of
Mm.
people don't know that because they just like, yo, I ain't never heard of getting a $30,000 check just for being on this show for an hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they
Mhm.
know how to dangle the carrot in front of you.
Mm.
It's just up
Mhm.
to you. You're gonna make that decision. You're gonna bite the carrot just so that you can, live lavish and look like everything is Gucci, and it ain't.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. This is amazing conversation. Chuck, I never know where we're gonna go sometimes, and this is just going superbly.
Mhm.
I just want to say, as people of color, we have created every type of music. Every type of music has been created by us, and we are the creators. I don't know. Lil Richard said we the creators, we the orchestrators of every type of genre of music. And what they do is they take our music and they capitalize on it, turn it bad, turn it ratchet. But as a people, we know as God's people that we were put here as praisers from God to praise God through music. And it has turned, some of it has turned not so good. Um, I'm just really excited about the opportunity as we go forth with this talent show. I know, our panel is not able to come every week, but if you are, we would, love for you to come in, give the feedback. Young people, come on. We got Lele here, we got Kelly Soul here, we have Tyrone and Sky, and we want to give you positive feedback. We want, and Chuck, of course, Chuck is all in the music all over the tri-state area, but we want to give you positive feedback and hopefully management, and we can steer you in the right place as you
Mhm.
go forth with your career. That's the purpose here, and to give you exposure, to
Mhm.
get you in the right place with the right people that's not going to take your music and capitalize on it and use it and then give you drugs. And they do, they feed the artist drugs to control them, you know so that's our goal here. That's our goal here.
Hey, we got a lot of comments out there. I'm just gonna get right to them. Lakia Milburn says hello. What's going on, Lakia? Thanks for tuning in. Lakia, I'm sorry, I'm messing your name every time. And Jamila Watson says it's so toxic. That's why the music my 13-year-old is putting out is positive, good things, school, God, family, etc. Okay, awesome. And Izzy Meditate says, think about it. Music is expressive reality. Each artist expressed their reality for the most part according to their environment. And that is true too, Izzy. But again, when do you get tired of? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's great or nice reality that people, I guess, rap artists that have something positive to say that want to share, but the industry don't let them share because
It's
that's not there on their agenda. So again,
exactly.
they get pushed to the side. So it's every rapper's agenda to want to be whores, pimps, destroy their
Drug
own
dealers.
drug
Yeah.
game. Is that everybody's perception? Because everybody's perception, like now they think, okay, they see an artist come out, they already automatically presume that's what I'm gonna talk about. If I'm an artist, oh, he's gonna talk about drugs and killing people and stuff like that. So we put this image, or they put this image on us, and we accept it. We just accept anything and just run with it. So that's all I'm saying. It's just like we'll get into it. Let me get off of this. Let me get into the comments. I'm sorry. She also says, with that being said, we have to choose to listen to what's good for our soul and energy while allowing others to express themselves.
Yes.
Exactly. That and we have to take responsibility ourselves too. You know, as parents, we have to monitor what our kids are listening to. So we can't blame it all on the kids. And I'm not blaming it all on the kids. It's the parents' fault too, because they let their kids listen to anything. They want to be their friends instead of their parents, instead of just monitoring what they do. So again, that's a whole nother subject. We'll get on that later. James Peak says music can brighten your spirit or take you to a dark place, depending on the lyrics. Just my opinion. No, that's true. It ain't. That's a fact. It's not opinion. Thanks, James. Appreciate that. And Jamila Watson says, and parents don't, there we go, don't take care if their girls or boys putting out toxic music, girls showing their bodies, talking bad about boys and boys doing the same, talking about guns and some not even living that life. Some not even, yeah, some not even living that life. Yeah, matter of fact, the majority of them don't live that life, but they
No, they
talk that
don't.
stuff
That's
because
facts.
that's what they are told to talk.
That's facts.
And James
I
also
want to
says,
say something about that.
music. Go ahead.
That's
Go ahead, Kat.
always very interesting to me.
Excuse me.
Mhm.
Sorry.
The trap
God
music
bless you.
and the trap music is the main genre and rap where they want to talk about the drugs and what they doing and all this stuff. My family is very street.
Mhm.
You didn't talk about that stuff.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Like you did not talk about that stuff. You
Mhm.
moved how you moved. You got done what you need to get done, and you didn't talk about it. But now that to me is almost the first sign that they probably not really in that life. They might have seen it and they're mimicking it. It's a projection or something.
Yeah.
Because
Mm-hmm.
folks that's really in that life, they're not talking too much about it.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not
Usually the
people that have been taught well.
Yep. And that's true. If you're doing something that negative, you're not going to talk about it. That's number one rule. You don't speak about what you do. But at the end of the day, normally people that's talking, they ain't doing nothing at all. So
Right.
that's just the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? And then we got Izzy Meditate. She says yes. She's talking about some of the comments. And James Peak also says they're using music to create their own reality in order to not deal with their true reality. In other words, being something they're not. Exactly.
True. Exactly.
That's so true. Then they got to uphold this image, and they're not ready for that. Jamila Watson also says, like my granddaughter, she like Nicki and Cardi B and Megan, but she know that's not what she about, and not thinking about putting out its small. It still starts at home. Yes, that's
Mm-hmm.
true. That's
True.
true. hmm Izzy also says, yes, yes, money will make artists forget their purpose. Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, Grant, that's it. And James Peak says they're selling their soul through music to obtain fame and fortune, big price to pay later. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
He also said Roy Blackston says, I made an abortion song for people who had no other choice but to do it because of life circumstances from every angle. When it reads is what I hope women can cry from venting to the music pain. Okay, I
Mhm.
get what he's saying. He's saying, that
Yeah.
song
Yeah.
made for the. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. And Izzy Meditate says reality is there. Ratchet rock, heavy metal, etc. We just can't understand half of what they are screaming out loud.
That's true.
Yeah,
True.
that's true. That's
True.
true. But again, man, great comments. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Keep them coming.
Yeah.
We got so
Yeah.
much to talk about on this show. It's crazy.
Can
Yeah.
Yeah, go
oh,
ahead.
Go ahead, Sky.
yes, if being on the piano, I like to come from like a positive point of view, because I know when people would critique my work and they would be too negative, it would kind of put me back in that shell. So I'm gonna, if being on it, I'm gonna try my best to totally be positive, even if they're negative, so that I can push them towards that positive way, because I don't ever want to see an artist who has so much potential because they wasn't guided correctly,
Right,
and then we like scare them off. I will now. Let me take me. I scare them off, but I'm not doing that. I don't say the whole panel. I don't want to put it on
right.
nobody else.
hmm
Yeah.
So that's why I work well with people, because I look at their strengths.
hmm
Even though I see some stuff there, I try to
Yeah.
focus that way. That's all I wanted to say.
And I'm
Yeah.
not
We
saying
always go
right.
ahead,
I'm not
Chuck.
saying that everything has to be positive because some negative things you can learn from. It's just how you put it out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You know what
saying.
I'm saying? So if at the end of the day, I mean, it's all a learning process. But when you put it out there and glorify the negative, and then say, "Oh, the positive, let's get rid of that. We ain't trying to hear that." Then there's a problem. That's all I'm saying.
Oh no, I'm not saying that to
Not
like
you,
that.
not you,
Oh.
Sky. I'm not talking.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
no, I'm talking to you.
That's that being well for a week bit with me.
Right,
Okay.
right.
This is gonna be a great panel
Mhm.
for
No, I
artists.
just want to say that, when we go forth and, hear the talent, we're always going to move in love, love and appreciation and positive feedback. And, you know,
Yeah, that's great. Hey, great man. I appreciate everybody for coming on. Expressing themselves. Definitely appreciate it. Lele, were you saying something, brother? I'm sorry.
Yesterday, I want to say another thing. I want to say happy anniversary to the Hip Hop University Museum.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
They into 48 years of hip hop. I was invited yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and all the legends was there.
Nice.
Wow.
All of them was out there. And what just like I said, people learn and grow as they get older.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So what they doing now, they coming together collectively and working out a plan where basically they trying to guide all the young artists and the people that's out there now to go independent.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what
Yeah.
they doing, upcoming
Mhm.
artists is what they doing now is trying to get some of the upcoming artists that really putting in work and putting them on their song so they could start getting exposure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they had a good meeting yesterday, and it was really, really enlightening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of my baby daddies is an independent artist. Y'all may know him, Will Downing. Oh, I love that man. Oh,
Hey,
he's 100. I know he got a wife, but don't tell her that he's 100% independent. You order his CDs, he signed them, send them to you. Book his own concerts, and I think that gives you the freedom.
Mhm.
That I just want to say I love Whitney Houston, but they worked her like a dog.
Mhm.
They worked her, and when you're independent, you can make your own choices.
Right.
You can do your own thing. But don't tell his wife, y'all. But Chuck,
I just saw Will Downing this summer at the Jazz Festival in
oh
Maryland, Columbia,
man,
Maryland. He
that's my
killed it.
baby.
They all that was an awesome festival. So shout out to them.
Oh,
But anyway.
I've seen him so many times. But
Yeah.
Chuck, we winding down. I think we
Yeah.
have some people in the backstage that want to
We
sing.
winding down. We winding
Yeah.
down. We just
What?
getting started.
I know we
I
just getting started. I know.
I
I know.
see. See?
Exactly. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a commercial break, right? Then when we come back, we're going to bring. I'm glad to give them time to get ready in the back, and then we'll bring them out. I think I don't know. We got it. We got it. We'll come
And
right.
Callie, can you sing again, please?
So we're gonna come right back with our response to the A game, and we'll be right back. And we got two singers, I think it is. Two.
I
Yeah,
think
two.
too.
We might even have a rapper. Ty might throw a couple bars at us. I don't know. All right, hold on.
We get to be with them.
What'd you say, Ty? What'd you
get it,
say?
Jamila. Get it.
I'm gonna throw something at him. I got it.
All right, cool. All right, that's my man, 50 grand. All right, we're gonna come back with the A game, and then we'll be back with three talents. All right, we're coming right back. And that is the A game, great for vitality, energy, strength, and libido. And if you want your free sample, give me a call at 302-723-2836. Again, 302-723-2836 to get your free sample of the A game. This is for men only, and it's a great product all the way around the board. So,
Hey, yo, that A game, the A game is crazy.
okay.
The A game is crazy.
Oh, we got a testimonial.
Dude,
We got a testimonial.
listen, A plus, the A plus game.
Woo woo.
And he ain't lying. Let me stop. But anyway. So,
Shout
fellas,
out to your wife.
y'all throw it for you. I mean, it sells like hotcakes, man. I can't keep it on the shelf. So that's why I give away free samples, and I know they coming back like zombies. So again, it's good stuff though, man. It's really good stuff. It's good for your vital organs. It's good for your blood circulation. It's good for your immune system. So it's very, very good for you. So
Yes,
not only does it,
yes.
it has extra benefits to it, as far as that's concerned, but it's really good for you. All right, so definitely check it out. Hopefully, we have something for the women because they can't keep up when it fellas take the
Yeah,
awesome.
it's
So
different.
again,
Wait a minute. What's the A game? What is that?
it's
Man, listen, you don't know about the A game?
I
Where
talked
you been, Lele? Where you been?
No, what's happening with that? What
Well,
is it?
I talked to
You
behind the
gotta
scenes.
play the commercial again. No, you need to play the one with the lady close the door.
Yeah, that's my
Say,
favorite
oh
one.
my God.
That's my
Oh my
favorite
God.
We'll talk behind the scenes, but we got some lovely people behind the scenes. Y'all crazy. Y'all took it somewhere. They done took it somewhere else
Oh my
now. Good God. Anyway,
That's the
we
first
got
time I heard about that.
nah, we played it when you were here before, Lele.
Oh, you
Maybe-
did?
Yeah, you ain't pay attention, man. See, I got you. We'll talk. Yeah.
What?
So September Rain, her signal's bad. She went off the air, so hopefully she'll be back in. So do you want to start with anybody? I guess. I mean, Ty, you don't have to. I was just messing with you if you don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know.
Nah, I'll say that for the next show, Charles.
All right, cool.
All right.
Okay, she's right. She's here, but her devices aren't connected. So what I'll do is wait till she comes back on, and then
Okay.
we can.
What we can do, Chuck, is, we always, every Sunday we entertain, enlighten, and educate. And we can, okay, come on.
Mhm.
Hey, baby.
Hey, September Rain, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. You guys did wonderful. I love this show. Y'all have me in the back cracking up.
So we have September Rain on here as an example of the talent that we're looking for our talent show.
Thank you
And
for
you're gonna
having me.
sing. Yeah, go ahead and sing, and each panelist will give you a little feedback.
Mhm.
Okay. What are you gonna sing for us?
Okay, so I'm gonna do Butterflies
Butterfly.
by Alicia Keys.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yes, I love that song.
Yo.
Choice got talent.
There.
Yeah. You've been gone longer than
Lady, when I look into your eyes in my life, you're the only one I need in my life. Baby, I just don't know how to describe how lovely you made me feel inside. You'll give me butterflies. Got me flying so high in the sky. I can't control the butterfly.
All right.
You give me butterflies. Got me flying so high in the sky. I can't control the butterflies.
Hey,
Hey,
thank you.
there you go.
Thank you.
So we
Alright.
gonna drop it or rock it, y'all.
we gonna rock it. We gonna rock it. We say drop it. We say drop it or rock it.
Drop it or rock it. Chuck,
Okay.
what do you think?
Rock.
We gonna rock it. We gonna rock it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You have any feedback?
Yay.
Any positive feedback?
No, I mean, like I said, it just takes heart anyway, just to sit up here and go acapella. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I mean? Just to just to perform. You understand what I'm saying?
Put you
I'm
on the
not
spot.
butterflies when I get on the turntables. It is what it is, And at the end of the day, it is. You just make it. Hey, I think she did great. That's just my opinion. So.
Yeah.
Thank
Kelly,
you.
Kelly, rock it or drop it.
Rock it or drop it.
Yes, love
Thank
it. My
you.
judgment on acapella
Thank
was
you.
always
You have a beautiful voice as well. I'm
Mhm.
sorry I had to do name it.
Mhm.
thank you
Yep.
You
so
have any
much.
positive
Blessings.
Glow.
feedback for her?
Oh gosh, girl, you was getting it. Always be
Mhm.
willing to open your eyes. Always be willing to open your eyes and look into people, and
Yeah.
close
Yeah.
them when you
Connect.
want. Allow yourself the freedom to do what works for you, but also be that conduit in the moment. My favorite motto is, "I am a tribute to the ancestors. Every word I speak."
Mm.
So yeah,
Amen.
continue to
That's
get through this.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Callie,
Lele,
Callie,
positive feedback?
Callie. Hold on. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
I just want to say something to all the R&B singers, all the rappers, or notes or whatever they do. Anytime you on a stage similar like this, you never know who's listening.
Mm-hmm.
You never
Yeah.
know.
True.
Before they took down my other page, I had labels on my page that wouldn't like anything that I do, but they always followed me because I had a lot of artists, I had a lot of rappers, and so and so and so and so. When they seen something they like, they will inbox me.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime somebody give you a stage to showcase or to present your craft, you present your craft as that's like the best thing that you could do.
Mm.
You never know who's
Mm-hmm.
listening.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
True.
Yeah.
And just to prove
Thank
him
you.
right, we have A&R artist Millie Vanilla. No, I'm just playing. Ain't nobody doing that.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ah,
I was
Tyrone, we
thinking,
gonna rock it or we gonna drop it?
I really think you sound good. You know what I mean? You sound good. You feel me? And
Thank you.
just keep on practicing. You know what I mean? Keep
Yep.
on perfecting your craft.
Thank you.
That's all you can do. You know what I mean? You sound beautiful though. Keep going.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. And
Thank
we got people in
you.
the back room. People in the comments, they rocking it. Hold on. We got a few people. We got what we got here? We got okay. Well, this is totally different, but I'm gonna read this anyway. She says, Lord, he doesn't know
The
about the game.
game.
Wow. Actually, Ray, in fact, he got it right. He got it. Hopefully, it'll show up. It won't show up, but he has a rocket. I'll show it right
Okay.
here. He has a
Oh, thank you.
coming up. So shout out to y'all. Thanks for that. And Busy says, reality is there is ratchet rock. Oh, we already did this. I'm sorry, y'all. Forgive me. Never mind. I done failed the test. Look. Oh. All right, who's up next?
Sky, did you have comments for September Rain?
Oh, September. One thing I have to say, when they're saying thank you, you kept going. That's dope. You kept
Mhm,
going on and singing. You didn't
Oh,
stop. That's
mhm.
why I know you can rain on
thank
anyone's
you.
parade and make it happen.
Oh,
Okay, you're good.
I
I'm
love
proud of you. Girl. I got you. We all got each other. I'm proud of you. And all the advice
Thank
they're
you
saying is
so
true. Thank
mhm.
you for being on and keep going. You didn't stop. You in the single did
Yep.
not come on. You kept it going. There
Mhm.
you go.
Never
And that
Thank
was
you
stop.
for
my
having
fault.
me, guys.
I thought you were done. I mean, you were paused. Oh, maybe she's done. But that's just me. So, but that was awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
Chuck, we have anybody else in the backstage or I think that's it, huh?
No, we don't have anybody else unless
Okay.
I guess we're good. I mean, it was a great
Okay.
show, but I do want to tell people how they can contact us and find us. Okay, you can find us on our LinkedIn at Feel Good Talk, Facebook at Feel Good Talk, YouTube at FGT Mind, Body, Soul, and Business, Instagram at Feel.Good Talk. You can email us at feelgoodtalk113 at gmail.com, and we have a website, www.feelgoodtalk.net. Hope I didn't say that too fast. I said it like I used to rap. I used to rap really, really fast, but nah, I'm just joking. I ain't
Listen,
Let's
okay,
hear some.
okay.
Some.
Come on, let's hear something, Chuck.
Nah, I ain't
Come
doing
on,
that.
man.
Okay.
So
And I ain't
I'd like to give the panelists the last word. And I would like for Callie Soul to take us out, and then I'm going to
Yes. Okay.
accomplish her on my
okay.
daddy's
Can we say
guitar.
this? Can we say this? I'm sorry. We got a comment. They asked, how old do you have to be on the talent show? And also,
Oh,
what is the
all
talent
age,
show? Let's get that out there too.
all ages,
That was
all
for
ages.
all ages. Okay. And that's the 21st, right, Jamila?
Yeah, next Saturday we're going to start with
Next Sunday.
R&B, the
Next Sunday.
21st,
Okay.
R&B and soul. R&B and soul. We'll start with that. And I'll put out some flyers. And Lele, you told me to put out some flyers. Oh, we need a designer. We need some designers. So yeah, I'll do
Right.
that. Okay, so let's have each panelist give her last word about music and love for music. Sky, give us your last word.
Music is life. That's all I could say. Music is my soul. Sky's the limit.
Okay.
Tyrone. Call Tyrone.
You better call me. You better call me.
Call him. Come on.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Feel Good Talk first, and Jamila J, just for hosting this thing, for having this on. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna be a beautiful thing. Already, I can tell that right now. Music, man, is a way, is an outlet. Let's use it in a positive way, though, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just really use that in a positive way for the outlet, and let music be the therapy. To the life, to the life.
Thank you. Yes.
To the life, baby. To the life. Yes, sir.
Lele.
Yes. Yes. Music is basically. I want to put it in a realm of doctors, nurses. Music is healing, inspirational, motivation, uplifting. Music is life.
Awesome. Like that.
Chuck.
Music. All I have to say is, everyone said, basically what it is. And at the end of the day, I just challenge artists to start promoting and doing stuff that you feel proud of, and start putting out there stuff that's going to uplift the community versus downgrading the community. Okay, when you get these companies telling you, oh, you can't say that, we want you to say this, tell them, nah, I'm out the door. Believe me, just like we said earlier, you're going to get blessed no matter what, because that's not your path. So get up out of there. Don't change and do something that you're going to regret later, or have an impact on a community that ended up, with, so many murders per year because of stuff like this. I believe music does control it and have an impact on that. You listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I listen to something that has an aggressive, message, I do stuff more aggressively. It's just that way. If I listen to stuff that's more inspirational, I do stuff that's more inspirational, motivational. You understand what I'm saying? So just be mindful what you put out there, and that's all I got to say. But music is life, definitely. All right.
Yeah. Callie. Can you sing us out?
Jamila. Thank you for Chuck. Thank you, Chuck, for having me today. I just want to say, have the courage to choose what's right and what will uplift. The Bible says many are chosen, but few are called. I'd like to offer the alternative that everyone is called. You just choose to listen. So if you've chosen to be an artist, you've chosen to listen to the call. And if you listen to the call, then you know that God has provided everything for you. Even if you can't see it yet, you need to go ahead and move forward and do what you're supposed to do. And it's going to be all right either way. So thanks
Okay.
again for having me.
Mhm.
Um, Jamila wants me to sing. How about this? If you hear this message, wherever you stand, I'm calling every woman, I'm calling every man. We're the generation, we can't afford to wait. The future started yesterday, and we're already late.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We've been
Beautiful.
looking
Hey.
for a song to sing, search for an answer, search for someone to lead. We've been waiting on the world to change. If you feel the same, then go on and say if you're out there. Sing it out loud if you're out there. Tomorrow, starting now, now. Y'all go on ahead and do what God sent us here to do. That's all I have to say. Follow me
Oh,
on
Thank
Instagram
you.
Hey,
Oh,
at
wow.
Callie
really
Beautiful.
Soul.
Oh,
And
oh,
thanks
beautiful.
wow.
again, Chuck.
hey, no
Thank you,
problem. Hey, listen,
Jamila,
this is
for having me.
the
It was
official
lovely joining.
panel. So this is what y'all got to. When y'all come up here, you know, y'all got to make sure you come right. Let me stop. Now, just come up here right, because we gonna have a good time.
Chakaoka.
Hey,
You know what? We gonna have a showcase.
Yes.
We got to have a showcase, Chuck,
Okay.
next year.
All
You
right.
know,
Let's
this
do
is
more.
going to evolve into something. And I had like singers. We already got our singers right here, you know. But you know, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for spending your Sunday with us.
Yep.
You could have been at church. You could have been at playing bingo. Could have been, you know, at a ball game, football game. I don't know. You could have been somewhere else, but
You went from
you
church to
chose to.
bingo, but go ahead.
Bingo.
I love bingo.
I don't
Bingo.
know what people go on Sundays,
Church.
but you
Feel
know,
good church.
There you go.
you're
There you go.
appreciated. And you know, each one of your panels, Chuck, you always here with me, ride or die.
That's right.
Tyrone, we gonna call you.
And the
Oh,
Lord.
oh,
Layla, my partner. Kelly Soul, my sister. Sky, my sister.
yes, ma'am.
September Ray, my baby doll. Thank
September
Ooh.
you
rain.
guys.
thank you,
I
And
appreciate you
Callie.
guys.
can I say one thing though? Can I say
Late,
one thing
late.
real
Late.
quick? It's that thank you guys. I mean Jamila and Chuck, all you
Mhm.
guys too, but for having this show. Because this
Oh,
show
yeah.
has helped me. What's it been almost a year?
Now
I've
it's been
been
I
over a
think
year.
so.
yeah, and it has made me grow and been
Wow.
positive in this business.
Mhm.
Feel good church, feel good talk.
Mhm.
Always feeling good with Jamila and Chuck. Feel good
It is
talking.
such a pleasure.
I
Mhm.
love the
It's,
show.
it's such
Yeah.
a pleasure.
Yes.
And
September Rain.
thank you.
Chat.
Thank to
I love
everybody,
you guys.
Thank you.
that always make the comments and come on and just encourage us. It's always positive. It's always love. Thank you guys so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank
Jamila, can I
you.
ask you one question too before we get out of here? Where can they, if they want to volunteer, where do they send their information and stuff of that nature?
Oh,
So if they want to be on the talent show,
Talent show, yes.
yeah, they can inbox me or inbox Feel Good Talk.
Hmm.
But what I'll do is I'll get the flyers out. I just wanted to talk about music and get it out there. But yeah, it'll just inbox us and we'll. But I'm gonna definitely have a flyer coming out
Oh,
tomorrow.
okay,
Yeah.
good. We'll put that out there. And we got 4 more comments before we get out of here. Izzy
Okay.
Meditation's giving us hearts. Thanks, Izzy, for tuning in.
Thank
Izzy,
you,
Izzy,
Izzy.
She also
Izzy,
says thank you. She's excited. I'm excited.
Izzy.
You know, this is the official panel. Just take a look at us.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. All right, there we go. We got James. He says inspiring show truly. Hey, thanks, James. Thank you,
James
brother,
James.
for tuning in.
Thank
Appreciate you.
you.
And Will got something. He said, "Who
Will,
cares?"
can you come tell some jokes? We need some comic relief.
Will.
Oh God. So anyway, that's awesome. Jamila, you can take us out.
I'm dizzy
I
between
can't.
Lele and Tyrone. I'm just like,
I know. I'm sorry. I know.
ooh.
I know.
And he says,
All right.
he says, you don't hear that noise in the back. Yeah, I've been trying to block it out, Will, but you know, it is
Yeah,
what it is.
thank you, Will.
I think
No,
they
we
got the
didn't hear
point,
it.
though.
We didn't hear any.
No, we didn't hear it. You're the only
No.
one who heard it.
Hey,
Yep.
hey,
Mhm.
before we get out of here, though, I wanna tell everyone at 5 o'clock we do have Give Me Some Sugar. My man Stephen Thornton, he's coming back, and he's cooking. We got sweet potato thang today, so he's actually going to
Ooh.
show you exactly how to make from scratch. So you actually be able to see him whip it up and everything. So check him out today
Okay.
on Sugar Talk, My Body Store Business. All right, Joe.
All right. So you know you guys are family. You guys are family. And as a family, we always
Yeah.
have to peace out.
Mm-hmm.
So we ready, family?
Yes, indeed.
Ready?
1,
One.
2,
3.
Peace.
Peace.